Welcome back to Down by Fun. I will probably not be here long, considering I've started Act 2, Chapter 2, then I've only got Chapter 3, which I assume would be a boss fight, and then Act 3 and then Act 4, and that's it. Or the guide that I was looking up yesterday doesn't describe anything within Act 3 and 4, but Act 3 and 4 may just be relatively linear sections, which would be fine by me. Not because I want to get this game over and done with, it's just, fuck me, is it hard. And I don't mean hard in a good way either. It's hard for the sake of being hard, not for the sake of skill or difficulty. So sure, the damn library.
We can't take all of them. Let's concentrate on anything to do with necromancy, healing, and of course anything about the world heart. I need to keep my hands free in case we have.
I'm guessing let's do 10 side quests or 20. Seduce Edwin. Can I seduce Sybil? Probably not, because she watched her own father die. I wonder what kind of no, I don't want to go on. I wonder what kind of bollocks. These sex scenes they're on. Fucking suck my wang, do something. I don't think I have any more cycles, do I? Yes, that's what I was looking. And they're just elf souls, so I'm never going to be able to do that. No, it doesn't matter. she's overly useful.
Gods! Vulcan! Is that...
Head to the southeast. You'll find an entry in the support pillar. Take that passage, and then look for an opening in the cliff face. The rest of the company is hidden there.
Got it. There's another camp of prisoners over there in the west. Not any of our guys, but maybe we should try to free them anyhow. Do you want us to give you a hand?
No. Get out of here.
I was gonna say no anyway.
Camp. Good luck.
Gonna need it.
I do like how it's I'm running through the blood. Like that guy who was voicing that character from a moment ago, if I use my English. Clearly doesn't know how to voice it. Can you read this line? Okay, I'm gonna read this line. I'm not even gonna stop any sentences. Blah blah blah. I mean, then again, they're not exactly gonna hire Troy Baker, are they? If there's only 15 of these souls in the entire section, 15, 20. Then I won't find them all. If there's more than 20, then I should be fine.
Go to the support pillar in the southeast of the city. You'll come out near the cliff. Follow it and you'll come to a rift. Go in. The elf army is there and they'll take care of you.
Thank you. See you back at the camp.
That's right.
$2,000 experience? They're doing nothing? Nice. I like those kind of quests. Oh no, it's a cursed one. Or whatever the hell his affliction is. Get hit by fucking everything. Okay. Still enjoying the game? Well, considering I'm at the bloody end of it, yes, I still am enjoying it. And considering I did also switch the game to easy, because I ain't an idiot.
I must show that to a blacksmith. It could interest him.
Yeah, because I had to switch, because I'm not grinding out for who knows bloody how long. Like, every bloody fight. Oh, I only need one more. Yeah, easy. Was a playthrough. This game? I mean, yeah, if you put it on easy, just because, like, say, normal, like, the developers, from what I could gather, from what I read, they made the game hard on normal for a reason, because you're meant to sort of strategize what you're meant to do in each battle, which makes sense, because this entire game's combat system is just... like, their difficulty then doesn't make any sense because you can't do anything, so... So, you know, like, playing it on normal, I'm sure someone out there would do it, but I do not have the time nor patience to do it. But, I mean, yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's probably only going to be like a 10-hour game at best. Though in terms of trophies, I just fucking read what you said, thanks. So, in terms of it being an RPG, it isn't so much an RPG as much as it just has you being able to equip items and level up and do stats and shit. So playing this game on easy is more than fine. I've been enjoying it. Like I say, it's nothing spectacular. It isn't. Because you can pick this game up on PS4, which is the version that I'm playing, I kind of don't recommend you get the PS3 version just because the frame rate is totally dog shite. But for like PS4, this game's like Ivor or something, so I mean, I've enjoyed it. Infinite Redemption is another one, about 7 hours into Bloodlines. Oh nice. Bloodlines is far more enjoyable. Well, that's the thing, obviously, Bloodlines is going to be more along the lines of RPG, whereas obviously Redemption is more, you know, just a linear single-player experience. So obviously, does that necessarily obviously make... yeah, I mean, does it make Redemption bad? No, of course not. It's just obviously if anyone's going in looking for an RPG, you won't find it. You know, not unlike, you know, Bloodlines. Apparently you killed off a recurring character, so no idea how that'll affect the story. What, in Bloodlines or Redemption? Because obviously Redemption has nothing to do with Bloodlines. Obviously there's no crossover. Bloodlines. Yeah, I mean, I would assume any of their text and dialogue just becomes null and void. And people might have a potential, that guy, because you killed someone, kind of attitude. Obviously it depends how the game was made, but yeah, obviously any scenes or anything you can do with them, say quest-wise, all immediately cancelled. It would have systematically gone through everything that requires that character and just drop them. And then obviously cutscenes and shit, obviously that stuff will be non-existent. And like I say, some people might, who if they programmed some people to go, oh, that guy, may no longer.
I've taken a tour of the camp and it's like a... Well, I'd be safer.
I'll take care of that. Let's change them. Here's all that I can
There's
find.
definitely more.
I doubt I'll be able
Not sure
to
if I
find
could
any
turn
more.
Yeah, maybe humanity level again, but it would be nice if the decisions your character makes also apply.
Enough.
Well, because it's
You're giving us back our memories.
Well, because it's yeah, because it's more of that type of RPG, most likely it'll determine what actions you do. Like, say for example, if one of the endings is you're the good guy, and say for example, systematically throughout the game you take out a few of the clans and stuff, and then say a certain clan survives, then obviously that kind of stuff's easy to program, but I would argue that most of the endings might not be vastly determinate of your decisions, because the game is an early 2000s RPG. It will either be just simple stuff. It will either be what clans survive, what kind of morality system you've got, how many people you may have killed. It will just probably be small stuff that leads up to which endings you get. It won't be, oh, you killed this person, but this person survived, which contradicts you siding with this clan and taking out this clan and somehow getting this person to do. You know, it's not going to be that in depth. It's a shame, but obviously it's an early 2000s RPG.
I built you. I still need to make a few more.
Oh, I need 10 traps. I don't see why it couldn't just tell me I needed 10 traps.
Relmar.
Yes?
I built... Okay, here are your traps.
Thank you. I must admit that
I'll leave you.
Give the forge equipment to Castagnol or Renko.
I heard you managed to get back my equipment from the forge.
Yes, I have your hammer.
All
Here.
the trap building? Oh, hey, Black Blazer.
Use than me.
What do you mean all the trap building? I just went click. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Click.
Battered and bent equipment is going to be superb again. At least Darcel.
You got a weird way of looking at...
Excellent. Don't take this back.
Excellent.
Level up. So easy then. Well, I mean, obviously it requires materials, but because I haven't been... The things with this game, Black Blazer, first and foremost, I'm almost at the end. And I've only played maybe about 6 hours so far. Obviously not with counting today, I've been on for 20 minutes. Because obviously the first day I played for about an hour and a half, and I think day 2 I played for about 4.5 hours maybe. So I've played for about 6 to 7 hours, and I'm at the end. So this being an RPG, it isn't. So my money that you see on the top right, which is $5.79, that is like the most amount of money I've ever had, because I'm turning my weapons into materials that I can use to then upgrade certain sections to give me increased damage, defense, poison, fire, whatever have you. So in terms of buying and selling, I have done none of that, because materials are more important, because materials are very expensive. Or I can just press a button and I've got those percent chances to get them, and it's just much better to do it that way. Mostly to make more stuff. Oh my god, physical resistance 10%. Ooh. Because like I say, as you can see, I have so many items. Like, obviously at the beginning of the game, you're scrounging for this stuff. Now, because I'm just selling, well, recycling everything, and I've also upgraded an ability to get an extra 20% on top chance to recycle items. You now just swim in the stuff. You do. Because again, changing armors and weapons is very rare. I haven't been changing them unless I've been finding good ones to upgrade. And then I don't bother changing and upgrading them if I only get, say, 1% defense increase from upgrades. But because the armor that I'm wearing now gives me 10% physical resistance because it's using tainted materials, they're the extremely rare ones that you don't really want to use. But like I say, because I'm at the sodding end of the game, and I've only got one chapter left after this one, which will probably be a boss fight, and then I've just got Act 3 and 4 to do, which is just Act 3 Chapter 1 and Act 4 Chapter 1. I can use those tainted items to increase damage, defense, and that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Get your shit packed. I'm getting out of here as soon as possible. Our contract is over.
But Captain, after all we've done here...
Listen to me. We have no chance against the Deadwalker army, no matter what powers you have. And I'm not sending my company into a massacre. I didn't lead the company here to save this city. The only reason we came was to get our lads back. There was never any question of anything else.
God damn it, Captain. This is an important battle. You have to include the Blades in it.
Now you listen closely, Vulcan. I am the captain of this company. It's me who decides. You don't like it? Not my fucking problem. So either shut it, or become captain yourself. But you know what that means.
Okay, I don't even get a choice in this.
Face you in single combat. You don't leave me any choice. We have to put everything we've got into this battle.
You asked for it. I'll make it quick and painless.
Oh, that's bullshit. Also, whoever decided to do this fight in here with this fucking camera angle is an absolute twat.
I always knew it would be you.
You didn't...
He's just standing off, just. You done in the fight, or can I? I mean, he did leave you a choice.
This was well done.
He's the dipshit.
Let us go and seek out Prince Arundel. We must make haste to plan our attack.
Well, rip the man whose name we never knew. Oh, thanks for the heals, Bay.
Sybil,
Yes?
I'd like to add.
What do you want to know?
What can you... Can... What... But... Perfect. Let's... Do you... What... Any...
I thought I could maybe just talk to her and then... Oh, ask Mathras for details about his sex life. Bitch! Why don't you just ask me for mine? You fucking whore. I'm the one who was just talking to you, bitch. And you want to lay some other dude? Suck my dick. Oh, no, it's the undead. You want a fucking undead dude? Seriously? No? You're into necrophilia? Like, no. Dude, come on. Hey! Get laid much?
Do you have a moment?
My dear,
I want to ask... Why did you... What? It... What? Do you... Who are you?
I am Matra.
Right. So why aren't you up?
First of all, I don't have any pals. I'm a little too... I've been around for over 6,000 years, and I'm still very much alive, thank you. I admit that...
6,000 years old.
You flatterer. I did, however, lose a toe this morning. Nonetheless, whereas I am an immortal spirit who changes bodies when they wear out.
That's not so dumb. It's what a lot.
Exactly. I give these bodies extra life that they would not have had if they'd stayed dead. Now, of course.
I want to ask... Talk to you later. Matt, I'm gonna need...
At last.
And Sib's fucked off, right?
Mathra,
My dear,
I want to... How are things with...
what a charming young girl. Her hunger... I'm a...
Why?
You...
For real? But that...
And those are some of my cleaner stories.
Oh, we missed his anal story.
Perhaps now you understand my reticence with your young friend.
Exactly.
Whatever you wish. I...
Talk to you later. We have to reach an agreement on the assault we're going to launch.
Very well. Our strategy will essentially depend on you and your companions. I'll be attaching a group of soldiers to your party for support.
That's out of the question. The more of us there are, the greater the risk that we'll be noticed.
I want her to take a goddamn bra thing off.
Best suited to go with me.
Like, she's already just... Listen.
And this...
I could put my 2 fingers over my nipples and you wouldn't even notice the difference.
She'll be delighted to hear that.
I could go with you. You know that I'm stealthy and can make myself useful.
That's a pretty good compromise. With the 3 of us, we stand a chance. What do you say, Your Highness?
I agree. I'm counting on you, Relmar, to remember the interests of your people. The result of this battle depends on your success. You need to sneak into the city, get to the drawbridge, and lower it. Then you can open the gate for us. I will personally be leading our army, and I'll enter the city as soon as you've opened the gate. I think that the element of surprise and our advantage in numbers should be enough to overcome the Deadwalkers. And your help in this battle will be of
Excellent. If all goes according to plan, I'll be able to go to... You can't have too many elite troops in free...
Are you ready for the... There must be neither We won't have a second chance.
I still need a...
Hey, Edwin. Can I get laid? Or...
What can I do?
I would like to...
Is that your polite way of suggesting I'm indecently dressed?
I was simply concerned about your health.
Oh, how touching. But after having spent nights on end, trapped in a cage in the middle of the swamps, I can assure you that catching a cold is not highest on the list of things I worry about.
We're going to...
Yes, of course.
It's tempting. Yeah, why not? I'm getting a little tired.
I cannot allow thee to simply flee. Step off of the path to the World Heart and I will kill her. I will kill...
Vulcan.
Yeah. Seems...
The need to reach its goal has grown too strong. Very well. Your demon...
I'm afraid you might... What's the story?
It's hard to say. He's one...
What's the... What? I'm going to have...
You offer me?
How the fuck do you get laid in this game?
Edwin, I need...
What can I do?
I would like to... Thanks. Sybil,
Yes?
I spoke with Mathras. He finally agreed to talk to me about...
And?
Our bony friend likes...
I could feel that behind his proud exterior, he was all...
He didn't go into too much detail. He's had many wives, and every time he had to watch them grow old and die. And he could do nothing to help.
That's...
It is. That's why it's so...
Yes. I feel so stupid.
I need your help.
If you won't.
Sybil,
Yes?
I'd like to...
What do you want to know?
Okay, so getting laid in this game is impossible. Noted. Where it is. Nope. But I've only got today, Wednesday, and Thursday to play anything. And then obviously Friday, I've got the...
I owe you my life. I'll never forget that.
of us.
We should talk.
Are you ready for... There must be neither... We won't have it...
I'm ready.
And now I start chapter 3. I don't want this wanker with me. Yeah, the of us. The snooze of us. The last of us. The bore of us. The let me slip my wrists of us. That let me go to prison to watch two fucking 15-year-olds scissor instead of playing The Last of Us. The Last of Us. Which reminds me, because Dark Shadow reminded me yesterday. Sounds like I'm a huge fan. Oh, I mean, the DLC yesterday was fucking dog shit. Let's just get that clear. It was absolute dog shit. But yeah, no, Dark Shadow reminded me that they made a 4-part comic series when The Last of Us was out, explaining and showing off the prequel stuff with Ellie, I believe. Why are you with me? Yeah, showing off the prequel stuff with Ellie. So one, it kind of makes the whole Left Behind DLC pointless, and two, I honestly do not remember how the comic does that. past storyline because I haven't read it or reread it. It's been fucking 7 years. But I've got them in my bloody comic box somewhere, which might be over there. If my comic box is over there, I'll pull it out. And I'll give them a read later. I mean, I could read them on stream, but I won't. But, yeah, I'll give them a read and I'll see if the comic does it any better than the fucking shitty... I want to watch two 15-year-olds scissor, Neil Cockman. Because like I said, there's no chemistry between Ellie and her friend in the entirety of that DLC. There isn't. So, maybe, fingers crossed, whoever the bloody hell wrote the comic version, unless if it was the same shitty writers of the DLC, but... I'm not sure how to comment on two 15-year-olds scissoring. Oh no, I mean, it's just that they... Ellie just... Tee-hee, and that's it. Like, that's all that happens. But, like I said, to me, there was no chemistry in the entirety of that DLC. Plus, like Darkshot also mentioned yesterday, is... There's always... Well, I mean, I'm probably the one saying this, but... what he said has point in what I'm going to say. Like, there's sort of too much going on and it's not needed. Like, the entire bullshit stuff with the past of Ellie and her friend, who I don't even remember her name. Like, all of it is pointless and none of it is needed. Like, at all. Like, the modern stuff where you've got to collect the, stuff for Joel and how it shows off how Ellie transported Joel's unconscious body across the country, that was relatively well done. Still kind of wasn't really needed, but it was kind of nice that it was explored, I suppose. And yeah, then you've also got the shitty past stuff thrown in between, because why the hell not? So that's the DLC's biggest problem, is it's trying to tackle two stories at once, and it feels more like both of them are ham-fisted in, rather than well-written stories that go into the mythos of The Last of Us. You know. Like, they're trying to focus on too many things rather than one good thing, or two good different things separately. Because the entirety of the past storyline is just Ellie and her friend go to a shopping mall, no particular reason, and then start fucking around, and the next thing you know, there's then infected who turn up. Whoops, I guess we two dipshits didn't know how the infected work. Whoops, we're gonna die now. Like, the entirety of the past events, nothing happens in it. At least nothing meaningless. I mean, the kiss between Ellie and her friend is the most meaningful thing in the entirety of that DLC. And even then, that was... just felt like... oh, we can actually do something a little risque here. We can have Ellie kiss her friend. And it's like, it just doesn't work.
Why would she be here? Unless she already knows.
How old is Ellie in Last of Us 2? I really don't know. I would argue 20 plus.
Your little friends will be taken from.
I would argue no older than 30, but obviously no younger than 20. So 23 to 27, I'd argue, but on the younger side. Apparently 19. She's 19. So only 4 years passed by. How old is she in The Last of Us? She's like 15, right? I think. I really don't know. Yeah, if she's like 15 in The Last of Us, that means only 4 years passed by.
Soldiers will die, and this war will be over. I do not believe you even have need of this misshapen beast's supposed power. This evil whore is twisting your mind. She wishes to weaken us. From the beginning, she has been hiding something from us, and it will go ill for you if you trust her.
Really? I would have hoped for a little more affection from someone who spies on me when I bathe.
Relmar is right. If we do nothing, those elves are dead.
Let's hope for
So
some
be
raunchy
it.
lesbian scenes.
Go then. Help your lost army, but remember that you have condemned us all.
Oh,
At best, you will gain a little time, but you will never have a better chance than the one that you are now throwing away.
if you shoot her. I have no idea what's going on. She ran that way. Anywho. More like the concubine, right? You thought we lived for that kind of stuff. What? This? I don't know, I have Flyblade, he's fucking weeb. That's what I tried moving away from. Yeah, no, they won't be, Tom. Like, I've seen a 1 minute section. I think you'll get a,
Better than ever.
Then let us make haste. We must open these gates.
no, there's probably going to be a scene in Last of Us 2 where you kiss some dude's ex because he knocks on your door to see how you are, and then she's all flustered and, oh no, I didn't mean to kiss her last night. Oh, kiss who? I kissed him. You kissed my ex? Bro.
I meet the hard heads who resist the Lords of the Frozen Shadow. Oh, Winters is furious with you, you know. He's most fond of his juggernauts. And I suspect you may also be responsible for the death of his general. But you are mine. None but me dare lay hands upon my concubines, not even the other Ice Lords. This is a lesson you will learn from pain. An eternity of pain.
Oh, I'm already fighting this wanker. Okay, can I level up? Can I fucking see?
you really are full of surprises. These powers of yours are interesting. Nonetheless, you just aren't in the same class as a Lord of the Frozen Shadows. It wouldn't be sporting of me to eliminate you so early in the day.
Also, his eyes aren't even fixed in his head.
I will leave you a little time to build your strength. When you think you're ready to face me, come to my domain. We will finish this, once and for all.
This is why I hate villains in everything ever. Like, just kill your adversary?
I think we should count ourselves fortunate that he seems to like you. Though I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Huh. Where did Edwin go?
I know not, but I for one shall not miss her.
I will.
It would not surprise me if she had
I like
betrayed
those
us
pair of tits.
to the enemy.
That wouldn't make any sense.
Perhaps it would to her. Let us go and help my brothers.
Hubris!
Allies, if we are to conquer this Ice Lord.
Let's go.
Thou wilt fail. Thy weakness condemns us both.
My weakness drove off a necromancer.
For he would have thy power as all, and he needeth thee the time to grow it for him, that he may return to claim it.
Becoming stronger bothers me not in the least. Black Frost made a serious mistake, and his trap will be the end of him.
There are 6 ritual spears planted in my flesh. Black Frost is but one of them. How much longer must I endure this charade? Hasten thee to rejoin with me.
I will return to the World Heart when I'm ready. This necromancer is an obstacle that cannot be ignored.
No, I have had enough of this prison, of this sacrilege, of this servitude. How dare thee leave me thus? Thou art no better than they.
Wake up, Vulcan. This is not the moment.
Sorry, buffalo wings. To be honest, I've never actually had buffalo wings. I guess random note. If I ever go to America, Black Blazer, you need to tell me what foods I need to eat. And when I mean what foods, I mean walk in and go, can I have the child portion, please? I'm English, but we don't have mountains of food. And then they'll look at me and go, you want a small?
All this energy.
This is the smallest plate we've got.
Draw near our goal.
America.
Look out!
Oh no, it's another concubine.
It's another one of those bitches.
Thanks, man. Well, I'm now on chapter 3. Oh no, sorry, I'm on Act 3. Chapter 1. And then I believe it's just Act 4, Chapter 1. Oh, it's a thing. He has 2 swords and doesn't fucking use them.
reeks of death.
This place looks like an ancient elven sewer, but it hasn't been used in centuries.
Guessing is where they just throw all the dead bodies until they reanimate and become dead walkers.
Let's try this one.
Bitch! Scream at me when you want.
Did you see that? There's something strange about that corpse.
Which one? Ooh. I just want a new pair of daggers. Ask and you shall receive. One of you fuckers. Where's my friend? Oh, there you are. I've got a better idea. It's a trap.
There's no way to get through here.
Minus 2%. Now I need tainted steel. Is Forerunner's gameplay similar to this? Oh god, no. Not even close. Not even close. Considering I'm just mashing one button for combat. whereas For Honor has the 3-point system, where you attack high, attack low, left and right. And plus also, For Honor's single player campaign thing is almost non-existent anyway. To order. Yeah, my dad very specifically went up to the physical store of Game yesterday to order me one. Because I can't leave the house, otherwise I'll die. Yeah, no, I'm getting it Friday, so... For better or for worse, we'll find out. Definitely for worse. Go away. Nice, I'm trapped. I hope to God the game's set. It's gonna make me do that room again, isn't it? Oh no, it actually checkpointed me right here. No. Kind of my fault, also not kind of my fault. Yeah, like I said, considering playing the Left Behind DLC yesterday was fucking pointless. Like obviously I've played some bad DLC in my time, but nothing as pointless as that. Which, obviously, my friend reminded me. Oh, he's dead. My friend reminded me that they did the exact same thing, but in a comic mini-series when the game came out. Left Behind sounds like your ex-girlfriend. Well, I mean, if I had an ex-girlfriend, I could also make that same joke. Where's Zelda game next? I can't, can I? I've only got like 3 days before fucking Last of Us comes out. You've got no chance in hell I can do a Zelda game in 3 days. Or if I bum rush my way through it, I could. Also, if you said Breath of the Wild, I'd ban you immediately.
Vulcan, I knew that you would find us.
Did you get separated?
And also, the only Zelda games I own that I haven't played is Twilight Princess. The only Zelda game I own.
Unfortunately, not everyone managed to
In the
escape.
near future. Oh, you know, in the near future, sure. But like I say, Twilight Princess is the only Zelda game that I own.
Not very much for the moment. This area is particularly hostile. There is a powerful, corrupting magic everywhere. It seems to strengthen the undead and weaken us. Nevertheless, Mathras seems to thrive in this strange atmosphere. He has been serving as our scout.
I've been sensing something unhealthy
Why
in the air.
Ocarina? Well, like I say, I don't own
This
Ocarina.
field of corruption
I
might
don't.
cause us to slow down.
I only own Twilight Princess.
It's not the nicest feeling I've ever had, but I don't think it's...
I mean, I own Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds,
Speak for yourself.
and Twilight Princess, but I've already done a Link to the Past.
That's without my even listening to Randval say anything. If I have to continually fight against this evil magic, there's a good chance that I will start to slow you down.
I understand. Let's go and find Mathras. He might have found out something useful.
Okay, Breath of the Wild. Like I say, the problem is when you've got, and again, me saying this isn't me trying to shove a stick up my own arse or anything, but when you have someone like me who's played a crap ton of video games, like 20 years,
Can I have
you'd
a look at
think being able to look at a game objectively and say, okay, this is what it does, this is what I like and what I don't like. But as soon as you mention anything you don't like, people then say, oh fuck you, you don't know what you're talking about, and it's... I've played many a RPG. RPGs are the only games that I play. So, if there are any people who are qualified to talk about what's a good RPG, in terms of basic RPGs and really in-depth bullshit fucking Dungeons and Dragons RPGs, you want to ask people like me. Because if they're the... It's like people who only play first-person shooters. Are you going to ask me or them? Well, obviously, because I've played everything, I will have an understanding of what you will want. But realistically, they're going to run out and buy it day one. They'll be the people you'll want to ask. But for me, Breath of the Wild is just a terrible game. Like I say, gameplay-wise, I kind of liked it, but it is not a Zelda game. Like I say, 4 dungeons that is twist the monster around, press a few buttons and beat a boss. Like, objectively, that is what that is. 4 dungeons where you rotate, solve a couple puzzles, press a button or pull a lever, whatever the hell it is, and then you fight a boss and then boom, you're done, you move on to the next one. Like, the main content, the main things you need to do to go against Ganon, although you can beat Ganon as soon as you begin the game, whatever, but in terms of a general natural playthrough, the main stuff you need to do, of the 4 main things you need to do before you can fight Ganon, is shit. It's just not well done. It isn't. Oh.
Hello? Let me see.
Ooh.
Let me see.
Well, I have the Officer's Gauntlets, the Officer's Curious, and the Officer's Helm. I just need the Officer's Greaves. Yeah, no, like... Traditional Zelda games are good. But again, you have to remember that sort of traditional Zelda games only came about because of A Link to the Past. Yeah, A Link to the Past. Oh, I was thinking the fucking SNES came after the 64. Because obviously that's pretty much what made Zelda what it was. And there's nothing wrong with Zelda 1 or 2. What do I want? Like, there's nothing wrong with Zelda 1 or 2. Like, okay, is Zelda 2 a bad game? Well, if you go from Zelda 1 to Zelda 2, no, it isn't. When you have people from today's standards go from like Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Link Between Worlds, Link to the Past, Twilight Princess, Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild, and maybe even fucking any of the other fucking handheld Zelda games. But when you go from the main ones like Ocarina of Time and stuff and you go to Zelda 2, everyone would just say, oh shit. But it's a 2D game. It's a 2D side-scroller. And it's a half-decent one at that. Yeah, it's not traditional Zelda, but it doesn't need to be. Doesn't. You know, it doesn't need to be. You fucking hole. I'm on fire. Thanks, Kasabian. Or Caspian. Oh, I'm gonna get hit. Yep. Fucking saw that coming a mile away. Manipulator.
This door is blocked from the other side.
Can't hold on for too long.
This door is blocked from the other side.
Okay. We're gonna go around the long way. Oh, I need to work my way into the middle. Did I make him fall through the map? Nice. Oh, bitch, over here. RMC. What is RMC? If you mean rest. Look away, my friend. Free these goddamn dipshits. Oh, I can't climb. No. Because you said RNC, my brain went to R&R. Which Ratchet and Clank, the new one? Well, the new one. Okay, the PS4.
I owe you my life, human, and more, actually.
Don't worry about it. It's been happening to everyone lately. There's a camp a bit of the way up. You should go there while the coast is clear.
Thank you. But there are still some prisoners.
I'll see what I can do for them.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Finally.
I know. Truth is, I kicked all the dead walkers' asses weeks ago, but I need some time to work up the guts to let you out, knowing how you'd be bitching at me.
Good to see you, Vulcan. I was up the creek this time.
Didn't want to tarnish the legend. Don't stay here. There's a camp not far away. Bet you're starving.
I heard voices across the way there.
Don't worry about that. Did you see any of them?
Yeah. There's one of those ugly women on 4 legs around. I was able to observe her a bit.
Looks like she's avoiding those pillars that are around here. That may be something you can use if you feel like fighting.
Concubine, huh? Good.
Smoker.
What's up? Oh. Excuse me. Fucking hate getting knocked down in this. Because it's always, oh, you've just been knocked down. 5 minutes later, it's like, yes, I know. Don't worry, video game, I've been knocked on my bottom. Get up. No. Come back to him. Oh, he's going to take about 10 years. You wasn't making more pizza dough, was you?
The evil energy behind this door is too strong.
No, it's best you stay out of the kitchen. Wiser words were never once said. Come you here and grab a shower. Why don't you take a shower? Why grab one? Yours, you own it. Not stealing. Also, I need to get rid of that goddamn arsehole at the back. I'm gonna get hit. The landlord owns the shower. Face at you, young man. Hey man, listen, I'm not young. I'm 23. Yeah, and you'll treat me as such, old man. Disagree with it. Maybe you and White Blazer should get together and have an old man's group meeting. I'm guessing I just can't go through this door.
Evil energy.
No. Well, those guys are dead because I'm not an evil boy. Instead, I'm a good boy. And good boys can't open evil doors. Oh, you know what's up my wang. +3 wouldn't even get me to an odd drink of a great walk in a bar. Yep.
You're still alive.
Are you trying to be funny? Of course I am. Though I did nearly have to change bodies. So here we are, a little closer to our goal. Of course, the next thing we must do is to find a way to dispose of Blackfart's wives.
Stab him.
Blackfart's wives?
Are you shocked? Blackfrost's polygamy is probably a reflection of his megalomania, even though it was quite common in the past. The most powerful of them is called the Guardian. She is protecting the palace entry, and I fear she is invulnerable as long as her 3 sisters live. You must first face the Creator, the Stalker, and then the Watcher, if you are to have any chance of defeating her.
I've already beaten one of them. I can kill the others.
I don't doubt it, but this place is bathed in a kind of corruption that lends strength.
Yeah, Tom, if you want, if you have an idea for
Probably.
I'm losing the will to English.
Stupid though they are.
If you have an idea of what you want to see me play today, maybe tomorrow, maybe the day after,
Black Fart's Folly.
let me know.
This place was originally a palace built by the elves, devoted entirely to theater and song.
I don't think that's gonna help.
I'm checking through my list now. Well, like I said, obviously, providing it's, you know, like a maybe 2.5 day game, and obviously I can definitely play it.
What do you know about these creatures?
Concubines, and they serve him faithfully in every way.
Oh no, because I need to go up north. Got Alan Wake. I mean, I don't even have Alan Wake installed. I would like to, but I'd need to install it. So, I suppose it's most likely a 2-day game anyway, so I can do that tomorrow and Thursday. If not, I'll do it tomorrow, Thursday, then do Last of Us and finish it afterwards. Bloody assholes. Oh, excuse me.
I'm happy to see that you are still alive. I wish I could say the same for your companions.
Sybil? Ranville?
Neither they nor your mercenary comrades show any sign of life, which leads me to think... Carnage.
I'll have to go look around the place in case one of them is still alive.
Even if there's only a slim chance, you shouldn't hesitate. Unfortunately, we've got something else on our minds. Not our doubt. Strange corruption in this place.
Thank you for subscribing, Tom. I appreciate it.
Much more powerful. Sometimes
You are now part of a group of people I like to call the idiots. It's my long con to get all the money in the world.
the corruption does not extend
thank
to
you.
all places in the same way. Some areas seem to be exempt.
Not fulfilling, is it? It's not fulfilling at all, is it?
These are exactly the same
I like this guy. Sub.
with magical capabilities can be found.
You know what?
If you can get
No.
them, we will be able to make you
Accurate. What, the idiots? Yep.
let you drive back the corruption
Yep.
around. And so fight the undead as you usually
And repulse the Deadwalkers?
I doubt that the lone talisman
Also, I hope you like my badge
added to which
that you have next to your name, considering everyone else just has the
but the idea
founder first
Trying to think.
thing.
Funny, isn't it? Here, I'll show you the zones where you
Like
can
my
find
badge. What about my badge?
excuse me.
Non-existent? Yes.
Here, take this to gather the crystals. And
I have an inverted penis.
that's a pretty good idea. If we put
Mine bent round and it's shoved so far up my own arse
undead away from you. Of course.
that I can't help but love
more
myself.
than it takes to make a single talisman.
You honestly heard, I hope you like my badge. No, I said badge. No, I said badge.
All right. I'll be going.
Why am I collecting fucking crystals? What am I gonna do? Run through a maze and by the end I gain 5 seconds per crystal? So I can get some golden tickets? Feel privilege, you actually paid for a sub instead of waiting for a prime sub. Ooh. Now, is there any way that I can make you forget that I exist so you don't see the £5 going out each month? The long con. How can I get so many people subbed that they just forget that I exist so the money just keeps rolling over? You love how it costs us £5 to sub zone, it's $5 in the US. Yeah, I know, so that means we have to spend more money and people get less money. Because it's not like the conversion rate works both ways. Because obviously if Blind Blazer does it for $5, I technically get $2.50, right? But in pounds, I don't get £2.50. I don't. Because I should effectively get, I think, like £3.50 from a $5 sub. Because I think the conversion rate is about 70p for every dollar or something. So I should technically get like £3.50 for For $5, so I'm gonna die. You died, motherfucker. You had no health. Fucking bull and shit. He had no goddamn health left on him. Wankers. He had no health left. Or the game bullshitted me and gave him 1 HP. Oh my god. Stop doing area of effect attacks, because I can't hit you if you do them. Right, what part of stop do you not understand? Okay, now you're just taking the piss. You are genuinely taking the wee-wees. How many did I just make? A lot. Whole mob. No, the game just hates me. Yeah, the game just hates me. That's all. Which is not unsurprising. Sybil!
Help me! Someone help me!
That's Sybil calling.
Thanks for eventually wandering in, dead guy. Help me! Maybe I should go help her. You know what? Oi! Hey, Sybil.
Vulcan, you came. Thank you. But I think that... I'm sorry.
No, not Sybil.
My time is near.
You're not dying here. Tell me what I can do.
I need medicine.
You need a potion. I have like 21 of them. How many do you want?
My strength is almost gone. I can't do it myself.
Here. What you need. Let's get out.
Yay, Sybil. Not that I care, because she won't lay me.
I thought I wouldn't make it. Thank you, Vulcan.
Don't mention it. I was just passing by, you know. How the hell did you get yourself into this mess?
After you disappeared, I got separated from the other survivors. 3 of them, but we were attacked by one of the concubines. It was the Creator, one of Blackfrost's wives.
She let you go.
I wish she had. No, the other scribes threw themselves at her so I could escape. They gave their lives to save me.
Idiots.
That God's damned piece of filth.
God's damned piece of filth.
I've never seen you this angry before.
You could just say fucking cunt.
Other more urgent things first. We should leave here. Come with me. She's coming back with me. Wait for me back at the camp.
Random enemy just standing around for no discernible reason. And the only reason why I have Sybil is because she can goddamn heal me. Hey Batman, calm down.
That's one down. It's true. This really does stink.
I disagree with that, right? Oi! Suck my wang! Thanks for healing me, Sybil. Now let's get the gosh darn out of here. Damn it, now you've got that sodding song in my head, Tom. I hate you. I hate you so much. I mean, I hate my friend for sending it me, but I hate you. As soon as you fucking said Alan Wake, I've now just got bloody Dr. Darling singing Dynamite in my head. Awesome. Ooh, more trap damage. Nice. Is that song in Alan Wake? No, it's a song in Control, sung by the guy who voices Alan Wake. I don't think you ever heard it. Well, I'm gonna bloody well find it, and I'm gonna send it you. She walked in looking like dynamite. There you go. That. And the guy who you see is the voice actor for Alan Wake. Because the thing is with Remedy, they like to Easter egg or bring in their actors from their old games into their new stuff. They do. Nope. Luckily iframes extends when I'm frozen, I think. Oh, that's actually quite perfect, now that I've done that. Those moves, I know, right? You never even heard of Control, looks interesting. It is, and it's a game I do want to play. The only thing is, I'm kind of reluctant to ever play it because, like, I think the PS4 version now works, Because when the game originally released, the more of the game you played, the more the game kept breaking. Because it effectively had to keep remembering. Because the game takes place in like one hub world that you explore, and it gets progressively worse and worse. Oh no, it's on PC. I'm just talking about from a PS4 standpoint. But so you're in like one hub world that gets progressively worse and worse, and things change. So I believe when they made it, they didn't code it correctly to forget or deload things it no longer needs. So instead, what the game kept doing is not removing outdated locations, textures, or whatever have you to save memory. So obviously the further you got in the game, the more of the old stuff it remembered that it didn't need to, thus the PS4 could never handle it. I think they've since updated it. That's coming over 2020 on Steam. Oh, I thought it was already on. Oops. Thought it was already on. But yeah, no, like, they've already announced that they're going to be porting it to PS5 anyway, with all the DLC. So I'm probably just going to wait till then to play it, or obviously when my friend probably buys it on Steam, and if he says it runs perfectly fine and the DLC is great, then I can just steal it from him and play it. Google says controls are released from Microsoft Windows, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Yeah, Microsoft Windows, the Windows Store. Yeah, the Windows Store. I believe it was released on. Or it was released on the Epic Store, I don't remember which one. But yeah, like I say, it's already on PC, it's just not on Steam. Oh no. Not Buffalo. I don't remember this guy's name. Randall.
That's Randall's voice. It sounds like he's in bad shape.
The knight thanks his friend for coming to his aid. He is surprised to find that he is happy to still be alive.
There was no way I was going to leave you. It would be best if you rest and get your strength back at the camp. It's over by this.
It's on Epic, £48. Yeah, but I mean, £48 for a full price PC game, that makes sense. It does. Like, it's not an indie game, obviously. It's a full price. You can't remember the last time you spent over 40 quid on a PC game. You have never played PC games when they release day one then, have you? I can't open this, can I?
This place stinks.
We cannot confront a creature like that under these conditions.
Oh yeah, no. Costing that much though. Well, I mean, it depends what you're looking for purchasing, obviously. Like if it's all indie games and shit, then it's always like £8, £15, maybe 30 at max. But when it's a full company making one. The last game you bought on day one was No Man's Sky. You are the biggest idiot I know in my entire life. So no wonder why you've joined this group of people. Oh, cunting hell! Fucking darn. asking why you don't buy new games now. Yeah, because you didn't see the bullshit that was never going to be No Man's Sky. Like, don't get me wrong, if and obviously this is only me presuming it, which is why I want to ask. Did you actually believe any of the bullshit that they said? Genuinely? Because I couldn't for 1 second believe anything that they said. You believe the multiplayer? Oh, I didn't. At all. What concubine?
The concubine is keeping a pretty good watch over the way to the palace.
The Guardian is the #1 concubine. She's immortal, as long as her subordinates are alive to regenerate her.
The game's pretty decent these days. Yeah, but I'm sure you can understand my point of view that game developers should never make promises that aren't true and then have to take like a year to get their asses together and actually make the product they were supposed to make. I'm sure you can understand that point of view where I'm coming from. Oh my god, I'm gonna... Yep. That all went wrong almost immediately. Which is what happens when a big company publishes an indie title. Yeah, I kind of blame Sony for this. I mean, I mostly blame... I don't blame not Mark Cerny. I don't blame the dipshit who was on all the bloody talk shows, but whatever. Expansion for Elite Dangerous looks interesting though, hoping that doesn't end up another No Man's Sky disaster. Yeah, but Elite Dangerous is just a multiplayer space shooter, I think. Like, I want to be 99% certain, I think Elite Dangerous is just a multiplayer shooter thing. Expansion is allowing you to leave the ship finally. Why? You can explore the planets. What planet? Am I even thinking of the same fucking game? No, I'm not thinking of the same game. I'm thinking of something else. I might own Elite Dangerous, I really don't fucking know. I might own this. Yeah, I mean, the biggest problem is with any of these shitting space shooters, they should have showed the PC Gaming Show, probably anything that looks somewhat interesting. Nah. I would sooner spend £250 on the Persona 4 Golden Collector's Edition on PS Vita than give a hint of a shit about any space shooter. Because the problem is, any space shooter always has these promises and they never deliver. It's the same thing like that bullshit space game that's supposed to release by now, but it still hasn't after like 10 million years in development. I don't remember the name of it, but... yeah, that game. Like, big exploration space games are the worst games to get excited for. So don't get me wrong, obviously I hope for the best for Elite Dangerous, but I don't expect shit to come out of it. I don't. And even then, the problem is, the retrospect of the idea of exploring these the vast universe and all of the... yeah, Star Citizen. You know, the retrospect of the idea of exploring all of, you know, the universe and random planets and that kind of stuff is an interesting thought. But the problem is, when you're sitting here just... it's not that interesting. Like, our human mind wants the exploration because it's interesting, it's new, we're learning. But in reality, the actual product that you get is very meh. And rightly so, because it just is whatever. So, you know. Yes, as much as I would like to get interested, it's just... you'd play it for like 5 minutes and you'd never play it ever again.
You will go no further.
No, Edwin.
Edwin. Or should I say, White Lady. It's nice of you to come and see me. You left in such a rush.
Laugh while you can, you idiot.
Ooh, that walk. I am hard as a rock.
That's funny, coming from a fallen ice lady.
You had a chance to take Black Frost by surprise. A unique opportunity to thwart him. And you let it slip through your fingers.
What? You think I'm here to enjoy the scenery?
You are here because he wishes...
you have jiggle physics all of a sudden?
You have given him time to prepare for you. To think of a way to get his hands on the power you hold.
I don't want to kill you.
And there can be no
the only way I want to impale you is with my penis.
For over a year I have labored alone to liberate the world heart. The power belongs to me and no one else.
Don't worry. I'm gonna give you more than you can take.
No, my penis. Make an example of those who betray you. Why do you make me do this to you? We could have had something together. We could have had fire babies and ice babies. Give you more than you can take. I don't know, just drown her in my cum. Just does a Terminator thing, just thumbs down. Yep, the thumbs up going down. On 10 out of 10 game. I love it. There's nothing like dying after an orgasm. It's the greatest feeling you'll ever have.
Short, but sweet.
No. Oh. Devs knew exactly what they were doing when animating that scene. No, apparently you can apparently romance people in this game. I have no fucking idea how. I have talked to everyone about every goddamn situation, and no one is talking to me about anything interesting about sex. So.
Found your crystals. Good. Very. Look around you. There's only a handful of us left. As soon as Black Frost turns his attention to the camp, what's the point of wearing myself out?
Maybe Vulcans into blokes.
We may
Get out.
surrender. You were able to resist the demon while keeping some of its powers. But we are in a dead end.
All right, grab your things. We're going.
I don't understand.
You want to surrender up? So let's go. The only problem is that to get to see Black Frost, we have to get past the concubines. And we're back where we started.
It's just that...
You don't really believe what you're saying, do you?
Doesn't it seem just a tad contradictory to you that if that idiot of a wet puppy wants to give up, it's fine, but if I talk about it, it's wrong?
I think that I understand what your friend, the mercenary, means. You're right. I'll make the talisman fall. But you should speak to Mathras. He seems to know things we don't about the creature's mind.
I'll be going.
Can we bone now?
Sybil,
Yes?
I'd like to...
What do you want to know?
Oh.
Vulcan.
I have the crystal.
Thank you. I didn't dare believe. Let's just hope it'll...
Oh.
Vulcan.
Have you seen this?
He was in the camp just a short time ago. He was talking...
Not exactly. When I came...
No, I don't want to talk to Buffalo. Suck my wang. Well, down the sewers we go. To save some dipshit who wants materials. I better get a goddamn pair of daggers out of this. All that I want. I mean, there's not really any points that I want to put into anything at this point.
What an idiot. Could have stayed up there in peace and quiet, but no, I had to be...
No, he's only over there. Hello.
Vulcan! You saved my life.
There are quite a few nasty things. What the hell were you doing?
I needed supplies. You just had to bend down to collect iron, leather, and even entire pieces.
Yeah, for the moment, looks like all... We're going. This place is waiting.
And back out. An amazing side quest. And well, considering I am at the end of the game, may as well bombard me with some stuff now. Because the final chapter might just be boss fight.
Thank you, Vulcan. Without you, I'd be just...
Okay, the news is not great. According to what I've been able to find out with Mathras, the Palace of Blackfrost is guarded by another one of his concubines, and it looks like she's too powerful for me to take.
Well, there was never much doubt about that, my boy, if you'll pardon my honesty. All is not lost, however. As I told you before, if you manage to eliminate the 3 other concubines, the power of the Guardian will be considerably reduced.
And while our own power is increased.
That's the plan. If somebody wants to come with me, we'll go together and track down these misunderstood love monsters. I'll be counting on the others to guard the camp. It's bound to get pretty hot around here fast, even more so if I mess this up.
I could come with you. I may not be the most powerful being among us, but I do know how to make myself useful. You can trust me to help.
You are more than qualified to help me, Sybil. I have no...
This will give me a chance to repay my debt to you. What's more,
In that case...
I'm ready.
The Knight has been waiting for this moment a long time.
On to the hopeless battle, then.
I'll go. I'm the best hunter you will find.
You make a good argument, but...
Hey, my goodness. Going on a concubine hunt sounds an awful lot of fun. I'll arrange it. I would, however, advise you not to waste too much time. I'm not convinced my conversation will hold the...
Here, this object should prove useful to you. I don't... If it works, the same thing. It minimizes the corrupting magic around.
Sounds great. Thanks, Lee.
Good luck to you.
Vulcan, don't go without me.
Great.
Thank you.
Alright.